baseline look. The last 3 buckets from Lindsay Allen.
Even with Caitlin's wizardry, placing Aaliyah Boston in perfect positions to disrupt the streak didn't change the Sky's plans.
Taking all night.
Caitlin Clark, a dribbling exhibition, finds Boston, double team, all kinds of contact.
And Angel Reese made sure by solidifying that lead into double digits.
Way through, what a pass and a finish. Nice catch there from Angel Reese.
The Fever needed a spark, someone to pull them out of the gutter, and who else but 22.
WNBA player that has recorded consecutive 20-plus point rebounds.
But the Sky answered quick, giving the Fever no time to think.
It was you. What does it mean to have those comparisons?
With the score at 24-11 in favor of the Sky, Caitlin knew the Fever had to respond, and fast.
Well, I love the way Caitlin Clark is playing.
To counter Angel Reese, the Fever made a high IQ move by subbing in their defensive behemoth, Timmy Fagbenle. The shift was immediate.
We're looking for Reese. Fagbenle tips it away and off and running. Caitlin Clark rips a pass, thread the needle. My goodness, what a play!
In this shift, they closed the lead down to 26-23, fighting their way back. With the first quarter clock winding down, they found themselves with a golden opportunity to tie. However, it became clear that Fagbenle was stretching beyond the imagination.
Caitlin Clark against Dana Evans, 3 on the quarter clock. Fagbenle misses everything.
And this would not be the last time. Despite her defensive dominance, her offensive liabilities would surface.
Find about when she would return. Turnover on the first possession, and the Fever ended the first quarter on a 12-2 run and tried to build.
Luckily for the Fever, Angel Reese was still missing layups, giving Indiana's golden child all the opening needed to start cooking.
On this possession, logo shot! Logo make for Clark!
Even when Angel Reese put more of her moves on display, Fever's super sub proved to be her kryptonite.
This turn, spinning off her left shoulder and walked with it.
This gave CC the time and space to give some of her sharpshooting lessons on the other end.
The end of the first quarter, Clark again, heating up.
Heating up indeed, showing that 2020 vision.
Fagbenle with a huge block. An absolute wall at the rim leads to that, Eric.
And just like that, it was a close game again. With Caitlin Clark still on fire, the vision didn't end, dishing out assists to her Robin.
She's having the best three-point shooting season of her career, but she can also bang in the paint.
CC ignited a spark, giving Kelsey Mitchell more confidence to let it fly.
5 of 10 right now from behind the arc.
Speaking of, a long shot.
Even with the hot streak, Robin will never be Batman.
Winding down, nearly a shot clock violation for the Sky. Caitlin Clark leaks out, can't get to it.
The Fever pushed their lead up to double digits, 43-33, with Caitlin Clark firmly at the reins. But the Sky were far from backing down.
Stays with it, that's that strength that you admire so much, and finds Panama.
However, 22 gave it no mind, driving without even looking if it went in, silencing Chicago's crowd.
To find a way to get Rachel Banham going, that's one way.
Count the packets! Caitlin Clark has an and one.
And scoring aside, collecting dimes had become her new hobby, just like they were infinity stones.
He's got 14 in the game. Clark.
Hey guys, now right here I was just honestly confused on if I had to take the ball back or I could just lay it up. I had got my head a little bit too much. It was really extremely hot this day, by the way, everybody. Almost 100 degrees again.
To Hall.
And unfortunately, it was just a hobby.
Clark tried that difficult pass.
With the second quarter coming to an end, Angel Reese decided to step out of the shadows with a midi that would make any coach cringe.
Reese, a long two, trails it.
But it was Caitlin Clark who would have the last laugh.
Shuffle pass to Allen, who looks for Reese again, but Wheeler's in the way, and the Fever leak out. Caitlin Clark, a layup drill for her.
Ending the quarter with the Fever leading 47-43. The third quarter, however, started just how the second had finished, with the Splash Girls taking over.
Kelsey Mitchell. 8 assists, 15 points in the first half, looking to add to her tally. Ooh.
The Sky threw everything they had to stop the rainstorm, but their efforts only seemed to make it worse.
That ball screen to create a shot for herself.
Clark with the step back and gets fouled.
Caitlin Clark, cool under pressure, stepped up to the free throw line and sank every single shot, extending the Fever's lead to 54-46. Still in the third quarter, with plenty of time left on the clock, the game remained wide open. Anything could happen, and anything did happen.
Onyenwere drills a three-pointer.
But Caitlin Clark wasn't backing down either. She knew this was a crucial moment, and instead of trying to do it all herself, she trusted in her teammates to finish the job.
Personals, Diamond DeShields has checked in, trying to defend Caitlin Clark. Smith, 1-foot runner.
And with the sky finishing wide open layups like this, there was nothing left for Caitlin Clark to fear.
Worthwhile to see the reactions of these Fever players getting to meet those two stars.
Except for one player who refused to let the game slip away, the Sky's Black Air Force Warrior.
Inside 2 minutes left in the third, Caitlin Clark has checked back in.
With the threat of injury looming, CC made a strategic decision. Instead of putting herself directly on the front line, she chose to move the pieces on the chessboard. Unfortunately, not every piece was in place.
Oh, Fagbenle.
But the ones that were made her look like a grand master.
Wanted to be a guard, but so effective in the paint. And Boston tonight, they've had to work to get to the 9. 38%, but
It was obvious that Temi Fagbenle was unstoppable on defense. Her presence in the paint, acting as a wall against the Sky's offensive efforts. However, as the game wore on, it became increasingly clear that Fagbenle was turning out to be a bit of a one-trick pony.
back to Fagbenle. It's her. Fagbenle, no. Boston, another rebound. Over to Teme, blocked by Cardoso.
Luckily for the Fever, their lead was pretty much secured at 87-71 in the fourth quarter, and most of the offense didn't need help.
Hole in the corner. She's got the last 6 for the Fever.
With a lead like that, Caitlin could have easily sat this one out at this point, but she wasn't about to take a back seat. She was hungry for more.
The Sky shooting 38%. Caitlin Clark, another three-pointer. 6 threes on the night.
With 6 threes on the night, Caitlin Clark was in the zone. The game had slowed down for her, and with the Fever comfortably ahead, she decided to have a little fun, channeling her inner globetrotter.